September has been designated as Workforce Development Month. And joining us to talk about services that people in our hometowns can use to enter the workforce is Tony McLawhorn from the Greater Roanoke Workforce Development Board. Great to see you, as always.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So what we thought we would do today is really kind of give people an overview of what the Workforce Development Board is and how it's organized.
Yes. There are so many entities that people go, well, who does this and who does that?
Right.
I'm going to use the weather today as kind of a picture for you, a visual. If you think of the Workforce Board as the tip at the top of your umbrella, we're a small nonprofit organization that is federally mandated. We work under grants, and we oversee the work of a lot of different partners.
Okay, that's the umbrella piece.
That's the umbrella
Okay.
piece. So we have a lot of partners that work with us on a day-to-day basis. We have DARS, the Rehabilitative and Aging Department, Social Services, Adult Education, and then Virginia Works is the big one because they include our career navigators, our veteran services. Those are two of the big ones.
Okay, yeah.
And then we just make sure that everybody is working together. We're not competing against each other. We're not stepping on each other's toes and trying to schedule the same things that we all need to be doing and confusing people about who's doing what.
Right, yeah, because I know that, some people, if they've lost their job, then they need to apply for benefits with the Employment Commission. That's all been kind of reorganized a little bit,
Yes,
right? Yeah,
yes.
so let's talk about Virginia Works.
Okay.
And that's kind of a new name.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. So about 2 years ago now, the governor decided to create a workforce agency in the Commonwealth, and the name that it ended up with is Virginia Works. And there are several of us that fall under that, but probably the biggest one that is going to be most evident to the public is what was the Virginia Employment Commission. It's now known regionally as Virginia Works.
Okay.
The VEC still oversees unemployment insurance. They operate solely out of Richmond, and the only way to reach them is through a customer service line.
Right.
Our local folks who used to work for the VEC now are Virginia Works, and their mission is to help people get back to work.
Okay.
They can help people reach out to the VEC, but they no longer have access to go in and look at their records and say, oh, this is what you need to do to fix your issue.
Okay, so that can be a little confusing for people, but just know that that whole department is helping you navigate,
Right.
the job market, basically, and
Right.
help you get back on your feet. So let's talk about how an individual knows which department to go to and where.
Well, we even, in the listening area here for your viewers, we've got 3 different workforce boards. So we've got the Roanoke Workforce Board, which is ours, but then we've got Lynchburg and we have New River Valley. So you would go to the one that serves your area. If you're not sure, you can Google Virginia Career Works and the name of the town you live in, and it will tell you which workforce center serves you.
Yeah.
Anybody who, if you reach out to somebody and it's not the right place, hopefully they will help you navigate to the right one.
To the right one, right. And there's a lot of services for people who are, looking for jobs.
Yes.
You help with resume work, and tell us a little bit about some of the other services that you offer.
Well, we have training and education. So if a person is looking maybe to switch jobs, switch careers, and they have no training, we can potentially send them through some short-term or long-term training programs to get a credential before they then look for a job, which we can help them with. Of course, the resume development, mock interviews to get ready for job interviews. Of course, we host lots of hiring events. So recently we had our Career Expo that you all helped us promote. That went over great. We had about 250 people show up.
Oh, that's
so
great.
Doing things like that to try to constantly help people be in touch with employers who are in need of hiring.
Right.
They're saying the job market is not as good as it was last year, but we hear from employers they still need to hire. It might just take a little bit longer.
Right, absolutely. And you're there to help, and I really
Yes.
appreciate you kind of explaining all of this. There's the information on your screen, but as Tony mentioned, you can go and Google it and
Yes.
then, just put up Virginia Career Works and then put your location, and that will direct you. We also have links over on our website at WDBJ7.com. We certainly appreciate you being here. Thanks so much, Tony.
Thank you.